Hi everyone, I want to start by saying I am so sorry that I haven't updated in about a month now. I've had a lot going on, which I'll explain all in the video. Also, if you can hear coughing, Lyle's currently dying, choking on a piece of pizza, I think. Either way, you'll probably hear noise. So firstly, we had to move. Our lease was running out on our old place, and we applied for a house and we got it, and the landlords of the old house were happy for us to break the lease a few weeks early. So obviously, that took precedence. So we have moved. We've fully moved into our new house. It's big, it's got lots of room for us. All the kids have their rooms, the boys have to share because the girls have got their own rooms, but they're paying rent. So it's in a really nice neighborhood. We've got great neighbors. One of my neighbors at the back of us actually has chickens, so we get to hear chickens clucking all the time, and I keep saying I'm going to go and steal the chickens because I want chickens. And it's only about 13 minutes drive from where we were living before, so we still go back there quite a bit because my mum lives there and that kind of thing, and plus a lot of the major shops are back there. We don't have them here. Like Kmart and Big W, for anybody in Australia, you know what those are. So yeah, that took a lot. So we've been in this house a month now. We're still unpacking, but for the most part we're settled in. We've got, there's our bedroom, which I'm sitting in right now. Lau and I have got an office / craft room. The kids or the boys have an activity room, so even though they have to share, there's still room for their stuff. It's kind of one of those houses where the more you put stuff in, the more it seems to the house gets bigger rather than smaller. It's weird anomaly. Much smaller backyard than what we had at the other house, which is nice. But yeah, so we settled in. Hopefully we'll be here for a long time because we really, really like this house. So yeah, I mean, it's a rental, so there's good things and bad things, but the real estate agent's really nice, so we're really, really happy here. So that kind of took precedence over why I haven't been able to update the video, but there's also been a lot going on with my cancer and my chemo. So the last video I did, I had just done cycle 3, I think. But my cycle 4 actually got postponed a week because in amongst all the moving and everything, I thought I'd gotten an ingrown toenail, and my toe was really, really sore, and then this growth started to appear on my toe, on my big toe on my right foot. And when I had my oncologist appointment, a couple of days before cycle 4, I was just like, I got a problem with my toe. It's really sore. It was to the point where putting a shoe on was painful. Every time I knocked it, I would literally start crying, that kind of thing. And I took my shoe off and I showed it to him, and he's like, you can't do chemo this week. I'm like, oh great, I just want to get through the cycles, get them done and dusted, but I get it. And he said to me, if we do chemo this week, whatever that is going to spread up your foot and up your leg, and then it's dangerous. He goes, we can't do chemo. So he prescribed me some antibiotics because even he thought it was an ingrown toenail, and they did a swab to be sent off to the labs for it. And he also called one of the doctors in from podiatry, from the podiatry area of the hospital, and she had a look at it, and she took me into one of these treatment rooms, and she put some silver nitrate on it. Oh my God, I was literally screaming in agony because it was so sore. Just touching this thing was killing me. Not to be over dramatic, but I was in so much pain. And the whole point of the silver nitrate is it gets in and kills off this growth, or kills off the toenail that's ingrown, that kind of thing. It actually turns your nail black. So I currently have a black toenail, or half black anyway. And then she bandaged it up, and she goes, the oncologist said, come back in a week and we'll assess the toe. So I saw her as well. So a week later, I went back in, and the growth that had been on my toe, because it wasn't actually on the toenail, it was on the side of my toe, it had come off with the silver nitrate, and then I'd had to do salt baths and cleanse it with iodine wipes and stuff like that and keep it covered. So that part had come off, but it was still painful, and I'd gone through my antibiotics, but it definitely looked better. Anyway, they got the swab results back, and as it turned out, I had a staph infection. It wasn't an ingrown toenail, it was a staph infection. And apparently that's quite common in people going through chemo because, immune system's crap. Have no immune system, basically. So there was that, and I'm just like, well, how did I've never had a staph infection before. Alex and Lyle have had staph infections, but, no one else in the family has. And we were trying to work it out. And he goes, did you drop something on your toe while you were moving? And I'm like, no, it was already hurting before that. But this growth had come up during the move. And I said, the only thing that's different is that I got a new pair of shoes. And as it turns out, the new pair of shoes, the rubbing from them had caused this staph infection because of the fact that my immune system is destroyed at the moment because of the chemo. So I have these great new shoes. They're just sneakers, nothing special. And I can't wear them now until after chemo and everything because of the fact that they're still wearing in, which means they're going to rub the toe again. So, I have to wait, but it's all healed up now, so that delayed the chemo. But when I went back the week after and they found out that it was a staph infection, I was able to start chemo the next day. Resumed chemo the next day. So I did cycle 4, so that is all done. So that with breast cancer, they give you 3 chemo drugs. So when you go for your fortnightly ones, your 4 cycles are fortnightly, it's called AC, and then the 12-week one, which is once a week for 12 weeks, that's called T. I can't remember what the AC stands for, but that's 2 drugs, and then the T is 1, but the T is called Taxol. So I finished the AC, and then I started T, so Taxol, last week. And before I started that, I saw my oncologist again, and he was explaining some potential side effects. And he actually said a lot of women don't make it past about round 8 because they start getting numbness or tingling in their fingers and toes. And he said he's had one patient who pretended she didn't have it so that she could get through all 12 cycles, and in the end she was struggling to walk because you can't feel anything. And he said sometimes it's just, what's the word? Sorry, brain fog here. It doesn't always last forever. And then for some people it's permanent. I really can't think of the word now. My brain has gone, but this is going to drive me insane now. You guys get what I'm saying. For some women it's not permanent, for some women it is. There you go. And all I could think of was, I need my hands. Everything I do is with my hands. I'm a crafter. If I can't craft, I don't know what I'd do with myself. But it would mean that I couldn't be left alone, because if I hurt myself, I wouldn't know because I wouldn't feel it. I wouldn't be able to type because I wouldn't be able to feel what I'm doing. So I wouldn't be able to use a computer anymore. I wouldn't be able to use a phone anymore. I wouldn't be able to craft anymore. Just simple daily tasks I would not be able to do anymore if I can't feel my fingers. And walking would be a struggle because you wouldn't be able to feel your toes and your feet. So I'm really concerned about that. He did say that a lot of women don't get it until about cycle 7 or 8. So I've done one cycle and I have my second cycle tomorrow. The biggest issue I had is with the fortnightly chemo, I had to have the injection, which promotes your bone marrow growth. But with this one, I don't. So I got told that it was easier on the body. No, well, not for me. It honestly felt like, so I had it on last Friday. Saturday I was okay. Come Sunday, I woke up and I felt like I had arthritis from head to toe that was at a permanent pain level of 10. And they'd given me painkillers. And I ended up having to call them yesterday because I'd run out. So I'd gone through all of my painkillers because of this pain. So they were really good. They sent me some more painkillers through to my chemist, so I was able to get them filled. So yeah, I'm just like, 12 weeks of this kind of pain. I thought of losing feeling in my fingers and my feet. But apparently if that happens, it's classed as a permanent disability. If you have it permanently, it's classed as a permanent disability because you can't work because it's just too dangerous. So I don't want that to happen. I kind of liking the idea that maybe after all of this, I'll be able to go back to work, or at least get my crafting business up and running full time from home, but we'll wait and see. He did say that he's had one woman one of his patients has had breast cancer twice, and she went through the Taxol and went through all 12 cycles for both times and didn't have any numbness. So there is women who it doesn't affect at all. So yeah, we'll wait and see. I guess I'm just petrified at the thought that this could happen. So as some of you might have noticed, the eyebrows have now gone, and the Taxol has made my eyelashes fall out, which is why I can't, and I'm not wearing my glasses at the moment because of the reflection. So I'm starting to look like a cancer patient, and I'm exhausted, but I can't sleep, and my brain is overloaded, but it's foggy, and yeah, it's just been ups and downs and rounds, and it's just, I'm tired, I'm exhausted. I'm trying to currently work through a big pile of craft projects that I've started but haven't finished. So it's just like, so yes, got fluff stuck to my scarf. So yeah, it's just simple tasks are becoming really hard. Like just even getting out, I've spent a lot of this week in bed. Even if I'm not asleep, I'm just too exhausted to even do anything. And having an ADHD brain, my brain's going to get out of bed, do things, and I'm so bored. So, so it's just simple tasks, like getting out of bed to go to the toilet. It's exhausting. Going to have a shower, and I'm exhausted. But then I get back into bed, and I can't sleep. So, yeah, it's just, I guess for everybody, it's different. I don't know if it's, I was hoping kind of because of my age that it would be easier, being a bit younger, but it is what it is. I mean, just take it one day at a time. But, I mean, who knows, maybe this second cycle of Taxol will be a bit easier on my body. But I tell you what, if this is what having arthritis feels like, I feel so sorry for anybody who goes through it. I mean, I have arthritis in my knee, and that's just exacerbated the pain so much more. So yeah, and then just I want to sort out my house, and I can't because I don't have the energy to do it. It's like I've lost my appetite as well, so trying to make sure I'm eating and drinking a sufficient amount, because if I lose too much weight too quickly between chemo cycles, I mean, on the upside, the nausea and the vomiting are really minimal. I've only had to take some anti-nausea medications once in this cycle since last Friday, and it's Thursday today. And we've also winter has finally come in. So the last 2 weeks we've had a lot of rain and thunderstorms. It's been wonderful. But yeah, so I'm so sorry for not updating before now. As I said, a lot going on, and I will try to update you guys again over the weekend. Now that things have sort of settled down, we do have a routine rent inspection coming up already, and I think that's just like your moving in rent inspection, because we've never actually had one at any of our other properties, so not actually sure, why, but it is what it is. That seems to be my favorite phrase at the moment. It is what it is. So yeah, we've got one of those at the end of the month. So hopefully I'll be up to getting the house sorted enough that they don't stress too much. But I mean, we're not messy people. It's just the unpacking messiness of it all. So yeah, I want to say thank you to everybody who's been supportive. With the channel, with GoFundMe, just the streamers on Twitch who have promoted everything. You guys, you have no idea how much it means to me and my family, especially Lexi. You're always finding ways to push the GoFundMe, and every little bit helps. So anybody who's donated, we greatly appreciate it. But if you can't, don't feel pressured to do so. I'll put links in the description, as I always do. If you want future updates, please hit the subscribe button. Otherwise, I hope you guys all have a good evening, a good day wherever you are. And also, I just want to say a shout out to my sister, Ruth. I know today was a tough day for you, and you know where to find me when you want to talk. So just letting you know I'm thinking of you. But yes, all of your lovely comments as well on previous YouTube videos have been greatly appreciated, and they warm my heart greatly. Although if you listen to Lyle, I don't have a heart. Love you too, darling. Just some silly banter between the two of us. But yes, I will try to update you guys again in a couple of days and let you know how this cycle has gone. But for now, stay safe, and I will see you all next time. Bye.